Hello, this is Irina from La La Land Crafts. We are now on day 3 of our 12 days of tutorials event. If you are just now joining us, I'll post the link on the video description below for you to go back and see day 1 and day 2. If you watch all of our tutorials and during this time and comment on all of them and subscribe to our YouTube channel, you'll be entered to win one of 3 $50 gift certificate to our online store. So today we have another Christmas card in cream and white, and it is a long card again. I'm going to post all of the dimensions or all of the measurements for the card and all of the layers, along with the links to all of the products that I'm using on this card and the video description below. So if you are on the mobile device, just click on the little arrow that's by the next to the name of the video, and if you are on the computer or laptop, make sure to click on more info and it will expand and you'll see all the information there. So let's go ahead and start. I have a lot of die cut pieces here, as you can see. I'm going to start with this layer, and I'm going to emboss it with the snowflakes, or it's snowing stencil set. This is the new stencil set that was just released a week ago, and it comes as a set of 2 with the snowflakes and the flurries. So I'm going to use the snowflakes on this layer. I have my cuttlebug here. I have my A plate, B plate, and the rubber mat. I'm going to put my paper down, and I'm going to cover it with my stencil. And as you can see, the stencil does not cover the whole layer because the layer is quite long. So I'm going to run it through my cuttlebug twice. I'm going to go from one side, and then I'm going to come back and add more onto the other side. And our stencils are on the thicker side, so you can see how they emboss nicely. I'm going to go ahead and line this up and add some snowflakes on the other side of my layer. And I'm going to come back. Isn't this pretty? Just gorgeous. So now the next step, we're going to grab the scoring board, and I'm going to add embossed line around this layer. So I'm going to put my embossed side down, line up, and at about 1/8 of an inch, well, not about exactly, on the 1/8 of an inch mark, I'm going to add embossed line, and I'm starting 1/8 of an inch from the top and stopping 1/8 of an inch from the bottom. So this gives me nice embossed finished edge all around the layer. Now I'm going to glue this layer onto the gold cardstock, and this gold cardstock is available in our online store at lalalandcrafts.com, and you'll find the direct link on the video description. So this goes here. Then I have a little heel die cut. I'm going to glue it to the right bottom corner, and I'm going to line it up with my embossed line here. And I'm going to put our Christmas tree. This is timeless. This Christmas tree is truly timeless design. This was one of our very first designs when we introduced dies into our product range. So that was about 7 or 8 years ago now. And as you can see, I'm still using this design because it is just so pretty. And we came out with excuse me, we came out with different designs for the Christmas trees, and I love them all, but I find that I reach for this one time after time. Oops. Good thing this glue dries clear. So here, my Christmas tree. It's pretty already, isn't it? So now I'm going to have a main layer here on the left side with the postage stamp die, and on the layer here I'm going to emboss it also like we did with our snowflakes, but I'm going to use the second one from the same stencil set, the flurries, and I kind of want them to go over this way. So I'm going to grab my Cuttlebug again. Going to put my layer onto the rubber mat cover with the flurries. And run it through. Oh, that is pretty. That turned out really, really pretty. I love it. Okay, so let's do a little frame over, embossed frame over again. While I'm here, I might as well emboss my layer for the inside of the card. So this is this right here, and I know I'm going to put this layer on the inside of the card, so I'm just going to go quickly give it a frame, and then I can put my scoring board aside and be done with it. I hope you're enjoying these videos, and I'm determined, of course, since I promised that we're gonna do all 12 days in a row. We have an event tomorrow, a trunk show event at one of our local craft stores at Memories for the Making. So I'm going to do a shorter video for tomorrow, but yeah, I'm still on track to do all 12. So this layer I'm going to go ahead and glue onto the postage stamp die. Actually, I'm going to not glue it just yet because I think I want to add string to it. So not gluing it yet. I'm going to build the whole scene and then I'll glue it when I'm done. So I'm just gonna leave it down there. Sorry about that. I have the North Pole die cut from chipboard and from the white cardstock, and you can see on the chipboard pieces, on the chipboard piece I left little pieces, the letters and the little pieces intact inside of the die. You can find the chipboard, this medium weight chipboard, on our website as well. So I'm going to add a little bit of the acrylic gold paint over the chipboard die cut. And this is the technique that you'll see me doing a lot. One of the little pieces just popped out, so I'm going to need some help here. I'm going to put it back in, lining it up. Okay, so I push that back in. And I'm going to glue my cardstock piece over it. The supplies that I'm using, well, of course, other than La La Land Crafts dies and other products like stencils, I'll mention what they are. So this glue is by Art Glitter and it's dries clear. And the adhesive that I'm using today to put my card together is by Tombow. It's Mono Permanent Adhesive. What else? The paint, the gold paint is acrylic in metallic gold by Basics. Really pretty. Okay, so let's build a little scene here. So I have the heel die cut for this layer already, and this is, I just want to show you, it's die cut with the double stitched heels die. And as you can see, when I cut it apart, and that it gave me heel and then inverted heel. So with one die you can create multiple pieces, and we're going to use both of them on this card. So first I'm going to line up all of the layers the way I want them to go to make sure I have everything correctly, and then I'll glue them on. So I have little postage stamp. It's from the same stamp set, so you can see actually here I have them die cut from 3 different sizes. I'm going to put this little postage stamp right here, kind of give it an appearance of the postcard. I'm gonna go ahead and glue that on. Then I have 3 Christmas trees die cut already, so you can see this follows the design of my larger one, and I'm going to cut them apart. I'm going to cut this little tree off here so I can line them up. And I'm going to line up the larger trees out there and then my small tree here, so they're kind of going down the hill, and then I'll position my North Pole die over. That looks good. Okay, little adhesive on my trees. And I'm not worried of them coming out because remember that's going to be on the card. And I like pieces coming out anyways. So now I'm going to put the heel over it. Have some little piece of the chipboard stuck there somewhere. Okay, so now my North Pole to the side. And I'm going to use twine to go around it, around this whole layer. Remember, I have adhesive there, so it's got stuck. Going to start with a little, I'm going to leave a little tail over here so I can tie the bow. Then I'm going to go over a few times. Okay, let's tie this here. And tie the bow. So I'm trying to be right in front of my North Pole die. These nails are these nails are not helping me with my crafting, but they're pretty. Okay, here you go. Come on, come on, come on. Got it. Okay, so of course this is a little bit too long, so let's see how much of the bow I want to show and trim the ends. Here it is. So now I'm going to go ahead and put it on my postage stamp. Just going to add a little bit more glue. So this card is mostly white on white. It has a layer of gold there and gold highlights on my North Pole. But other than that, it's pretty much white. Sorry, I seem to be losing my voice. So now before I put this layer on, I'm going to use these flourish pieces on the top and the bottom. Just kind of dressing up this layer and making it more of the focal point. I really like using this glue for the little pieces like this, especially the tip of it, the metal tip, the metal precision tip is very, very helpful. Okay, so one goes on top. And the same one on the bottom. So I'm going to line them up. And see if I can pull this heel a little bit and put it under. Here you go. Perfect. And now I want to put this layer on the foam. I'm using foam in 3 milliliter thickness. I'm going to cut it a little smaller than this layer so it doesn't stick out from the other side. And I'm going to put adhesive on my cardstock. I find it much easier to adhere the foam. Now I'm going to see where this layer is going to go, and I'm going to put adhesive onto my card to put this layer on. This is just gorgeous. All the textures and layered die cuts, that looks really, really pretty. So now I'm ready to put this onto the card front, and again I'm going to use foam, the same foam. I like my layers to be nice and even on the cards. This adhesive doesn't seem to be sticking that well to the metallic paper, not metallic paper, but the gold texture paper. So I'm going to try to just go over and over and over. Make sure my foam adheres nicely. Here you go. And then onto my card front. My card opens this way. This is just so pretty. I really hope you all are enjoying this videos, the white and gold cards, my favorite. Now for the inside, I already have my layer with the frame, and I'm going to actually leave it simple on the inside. So that's all I have here. But for this card, I'm going to embellish the back of it instead. So this goes onto the inside. Ran out of adhesive. So this this adhesive is really easy to change. You get the refill and it just goes right into it. Just drops into the base. So really easy, I like it. Okay, so this is inside of my card. A lot of room here to write a message. And then on the back, I'm going to use the other part of the heel that I die cut, and another one of the postage stamp in a different size. And I think this is nice on the back of the card. If you sign your cards, that would be a really cool spot for you. Little embellishment here. Or if you want to write your name, the year or the date you made the card, this is really cute little spot for that. Here you go, all done. So this concludes our day 3. On to day 4 tomorrow. Don't forget to watch all of the videos and comment. All of the links will be posted on the description below, as well as the measurements for this card. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.